This is not supposed
Hey,
to
everybody. It's Mikey and Big John over here. And wanted to cover with you something that I haven't gone over yet, which is about shipping and receiving used amplifiers and gear in general. Okay. So when you ship something, or when you receive it, rather, this is the important part. Once you receive it, yeah, say hi to mommy. When you receive it, the first thing you want to do is move it from side to side in your arms, tip it side to side, and listen for loose parts, okay? Because all this back here was loose inside that unit when I received it. And you can hear him click, click, clink, clink, moving around in there. And then as you can see, this PC board is loose, okay? Because it lost its mounting screws from getting shaken around in shipping. This just happens from vibration. And if you look in here, there's a part that became where the solder joint broke. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Solder joint is broken right there. So the person who received this contacted me and said the left side's not working. Well, that's exactly why the left side's not working. Okay. If you got lucky with this, but man, you can turn something on. If you hear parts and you turn it on after you hear the parts, you can explode the amp. You can lose a transformer. You can, there's some serious voltage.
20 volts.
This one got 420 volts right here.
This is 400, negative 400
That
volts.
one's negative 400. So we're dealing with some serious voltages. You can cook the amp alive if you're not careful. So the first thing you want to do when you receive something used, you don't just plug it in like it's ready to go. You got to tip it back and forth, listen to see what's up, check things like, I checked this. This was loose because the nut came off from the inside there where there's an inside nut. So this whole assemblage was loose. We just tightened it back up. You can see it took a strike right here because this is bent in a little bit. So in shipping, it took a strike and bent that in. That can break things off. It can break solder traces. It can break where you saw that adjustable cap was on there. And you want to just sort of, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, have somebody else do it. But if you hear any loose parts inside an amp, don't turn it on, or inside a piece of gear, do not turn it on. You must have it inspected first to make sure that nothing's broken. Now, if people shipped more sensibly, like if something's 100 pounds, you put it on a pallet and you shipped it regular freight, you're going to pay more, but you're totally, it's more assured that you're not going to have damage. If you put it in, even in a flight case, like it was in this thing, and you send it through normal UPS, it's going to get bounced around. They're not going to put it on a pallet. The guy's going to probably drop it off the back of the truck. They don't care, okay? So if you don't mind having a damage claim and not having an amp for a while and all that kind of stuff, then send it UPS, insure it well, and get your insurance claim. But I recommend with things that are 100 pounds or more, you should absolutely put them on a pallet and send them through. Yeah, is that corner caved in?
So you had to hit so hard it took all the plastic off.
Yeah, so you can see this is a pretty heavy duty case. Okay, so
that's smooth.
So nonetheless, I just wanted to point that out for everybody about buying used gear and just being aware of what's going on. Now, the other thing too that people do that is a big mistake is if you are in the north and it's the winter time, like right now, okay, let's say it's really cold, and you take delivery on something, for Christ's sakes, don't plug it in right away. You bring that into your house, it's going to get condensation over the whole board is going to be wet because of condensation. You need to leave that for 24 to 48 and let it dry and then turn it on. But don't ever take delivery of a cold piece of electronics straight in out of the snow or whatever and then put it into your house and then flick it on. You'll blow up half the stuff. So you have to be more sensible and just careful when you're dealing with used gear. There's a ton of stuff on the market. And what happens, people get this, it's 100 pounds, maybe 80 pounds. When it goes on the fritz, they don't get it repaired. The next thing you know, this thing's sitting in a closet, and this is an incredibly good piece of gear. So I'll fix it, or John will fix it. We'll get it back on the road and have it back to the customer in no time. But nonetheless, I just wanted to point out the importance of checking your used gear when it comes in. All right, see you. Say see you.
Bye. Dude.
See ya.